down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, around, 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 between, between, over, under, over, under, over, under, above, below, above, below, above, against, against, behind, behind, against, against, behind, behind, around, 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 around,
mountain, cloud, bird, bird, tree, tree, hills, hills, river, river, grass, rock, rocks, grass, sky, sky, bird, bird. Mountains, mountains. Hills, hills. Grass, grass. Tree trunk, tree trunk. Leaves, leaves. Tree, grass, grass. Bush, bushes. River, river. Rock, rocks. Flowers, flowers. Tree.
Oh, you're doing a puzzle.
It's a puzzle map of the United States.
These are the southeastern states, the eastern states, the southern states, the central states, the northern states, and the western states. Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, South Dakota, Kansas, Iowa, and Missouri. Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, and California. Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, and Virginia. West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Maine. There, the United States.
Something's missing. There's only 48 states here.
Here, Alaska and Hawaii.
Hawaii? Alaska. Now, all 50 states of the United States.
This way is north. South. This way is east. West.
No, no. This way is north, south, east, and west. Which way is north?
I'll show you. To find north, you need a compass. These are magnets. These are not. These nails are iron. A magnet. Magnetize. The magnet magnetizes the nails. Iron. Magnet. Magnetize. The magnet magnetizes the iron.
But which way is north?
To find north, first you need a bowl. Pour some water into the bowl. A piece of cork. The cork floats. A magnet. A needle. The needle is not a magnet. Now, magnetize the needle.
How?
Stroke the needle with the magnet. 20 strokes. Good. Now place the needle on the cork.
Which way is north?
The needle is pointing north. This is a compass. See? The needle and the compass are both pointing north.
Today, we're talking about large numbers. 100. 1,000. 10,000. 100,000. 1,000,000. 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000. Three hundred. 4,000. 60,000. 900,000. 2 million. 300, 4,000, 60,000, 900,000, 2 million. Now it's your turn. What number is this? 200. 5,000. 70,000. 300,000. 9 million. 200. 5,000. 70,000. 300,000. 9 million. Three. 73. 273. 5,273. 55,273. 655,273. 4,655,273. 4,655,273. This is an atlas. An atlas is a book of maps. An atlas shows the distance from one city to another. How far is it from New York City, New York, to Los Angeles, California? The distance is 2,425 miles. 2,425. How far is it from Miami, Florida, to Boston, Massachusetts? The distance is 1,258 miles. 1,258. It is 25,000 miles around the center of the Earth. 25,000. From the Earth to the Moon, it is 250,000 miles. 250,000.
Washington, D.C. is the capital city of the United States. The Potomac River. The Potomac River flows past the city. Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. A freeway goes around the city. Here is a map of the city. North. Railroads come into the city here. This is the Capitol building. Congress meets here. Congress has two parts, the Senate and the House of Representatives. Elected representatives from 50 states meet here to make laws. This is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is east of the Capitol building. This is the highest court in the country. Above the door it says, "Equal justice under the law." To the west, the Washington Monument. Further west, the Lincoln Memorial. And to the south, the Jefferson Memorial. The Washington Monument in spring. It is 555 feet high. The Lincoln Memorial. The Jefferson Memorial. These monuments honor three great American presidents. In this picture, you can see the Capitol building, the Washington Monument, and the Lincoln Memorial at night. The White House is the home and office of the President of the United States. The mall. On the two sides of the mall are museums and art galleries. The Smithsonian, the National Air and Space Museum, the National Gallery of Art. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial is near the Lincoln Memorial. 58,000 people are honored here. The Kennedy Center contains 5 theaters. Across the Potomac River is the Marine Memorial. Raising the flag at Iwo Jima. It is the National Cemetery. This road goes south to Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is the home of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This home is beside the Potomac River. And now we are back in Washington, D.C. to see the National Cathedral. It is very large. On the 4th of July, fireworks help celebrate the birthday of the United States. Do you know the names of these buildings? The Capitol Building, the Supreme Court, the White House, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the Jefferson Memorial, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, the Kennedy Center.
I circle to the left, old brass wagon, circle to the left, old brass wagon, circle to the left, old brass wagon, you're the one, my darling. Circle to the right, old brass wagon, circle to the right, old brass wagon, circle to the right, old brass wagon, you're the one, my darling. March around, old brass wagon, march around, old brass wagon, march around, old brass wagon, you're the one, my darling. Skip around, old brass wagon, skip around, old brass wagon, skip around, old brass wagon, you're the one, my darling. Swing, old brass wagon, break and swing, old brass wagon, break and swing, old brass wagon, you're the one, my darling. Walk on home, old brass wagon, walk on home, old brass wagon, walk on home, old brass wagon, you're the one, my darling. the left, old brass wagon, you're the one, my darling. Circle to the right, old brass wagon, circle to the right, old brass wagon, circle to the right, old brass wagon, you're the one, my darling.